Former eThekwini Mayor Zandile Gumede has been sworn in as member of the KZN legislature. She replaces the late member of the provincial legislature, Ricardo Mthembu, who passed away last position as mayor, along with her executive committee, over poor running of the municipality. At the time, Gumede had also been charged, along with other officials in the municipality, with corruption related to a multi-million rand, the Durban solid waste tender. The ANC chief whip in the legislature has welcomed Gumede as a new member, saying she brings a lot of experience that will further strengthen the institution. For more on this, we're joined on the line by political analyst Mr. Xolani Dube. A very good afternoon, Mr. Dube, and thank you once again for joining us here on SA Today.
Thanks a lot, Flo, as well as to the viewers.
You know, we're currently dealing at the moment with the issue of alleged corruption within the ANC as we speak. Now, there's an emergence of re-emergence, of former eThekwini mayor who was removed from her position due to the poor running of her municipality. What do you make of her return to yet another prominent position in the province? And of course, we know the backstory being, and many people perceive her to be quite a powerful force within the ANC in KZN. I mean, I'm sure you can deny or confirm that for us.
Flo, I think South Africans have reached a point of numbness when it comes to shock. ANC is no longer shocking us anymore. We are numb. And what has been happening, or the current event, or the appointment, or the swearing in of Mayor Zandile Gumede as the member of the provincial legislature, I don't think that it is something that was not expected. ANC has got this tendency of rewarding those who are alleged to have committed a particular crime in our society. And so I think what we'll see more people who commit such kind of alleged crime being awarded. And so I don't think that really it is something that is new. I don't think that we need to be shocked. And also, if we get shocked, I think that it really indicates that we are not conscious of what ANC is aiming to do with this society, of which is to take us down to the hellhole of where we are as we speak.
Now, how did this happen exactly? I mean, even if she has been cleared of all wrongdoing during her time as mayor of eThekwini, what perception does this now create for those within the party? The fact that, you know, you might be asked to step back for a little bit and, you know, when we're not concentrating, you know, you'll re-emerge again. Is that not dangerous? Is that not a dangerous precedent to set? And perhaps good news for those who might, in fact, be involved in some other corrupt activities as we go along?
No, it is not. It is, as I said, it's just a positive reinforcement to those who are corrupt, to say, be corrupt and be rewarded. Because if you can do an audit of all the MPs, and especially those who are sitting as the chairperson of portfolio committees in the National Parliament, all of them are highly tainted. And so, as I've said, if you are more corrupt in the ANC, is the way that you pave your ascendancy into the highest position. But another thing that you have to understand, Flo, what is happening in this province, there is a realignment of factions. And so the swearing in of Mama Zandile Gumede today to the provincial legislature, I think it is a strategy for Sihle Zikalala to preserve his political, how can I put it, life in the politics of our province, because there is kind of a hostility towards his leadership in the province. And so that is another factor, that the faction that are at each other's throats in our province are also at play, and they affect the image of the ANC, they affect the service delivery, and they make those who are condemned to be further destitute. And so I don't think that really ANC cares about the issues of the people of South Africa anymore, especially the black people.
Now, I want to ask you about this realignment of factions that you speak on. I'd like you to speak more on that for us. What is happening with this faction really within KZN? And we do know that there are factions within KZN, but I'd really like to have a clear picture of what this faction is, this re-emerging faction that you speak of, and really the strategy. I mean, is it a good strategy by Sihle Zikalala in terms of bringing someone who at the moment is in fact out on bail for corruption, for money that was perhaps laundered?
Look, we have Mike Mabuya Khulu, who's also out of bail, who was with the faction of Babu Cyril Ramaphosa. And then through the negotiation, they opted to reward the Cyril Ramaphosa's faction with the position of Mike Mabuya Khulu as the deputy chairperson in the province. And so remember that Mama Zandile Gumede also was, as you have said, was facing this allegation of corruption in the municipality. But the fact is, the faction of Mama Gumede is very strong, and the faction of Sihle Zikalala, to a certain extent, he had no faction, he was alone, because Ricardo is normal, someone who was really working hard for him in order to have constituency. And so I guess Sihle find himself very stranded with no backing, and the only way to do now is to extend an olive branch to Mama Zandile Gumede, who's got a strong constituency in the province, so that when they go to the election, Sihle can go to that elected conference with a constituency backed by Mama Zandile Gumede. And on the other side, there is a faction now that is emerging from the northern of KwaZulu-Natal that is led by Jomo, as well as the mayor of Newcastle and the current MEC for Kokta, Sipho Hlomuga. And so what we are seeing here is the factions who are at each other's throats. Some are making concessions, some are realigning, but all of these things are happening at the expense of the citizens of KwaZulu-Natal who still seek service delivery. But these guys, they are only preserving their power, they are only preserving their livelihood. And so in a way, ANC is becoming kind of an employment agent for these guys. And so in that factory, there is this class contradictions that they will always realign. But what is very interesting, Flo, what you have to know is that as much there are these factions that are clashing against each other, but this faction, they can become solid against the interest of the society. Hence, ANC always talks about closing the ranks. They will close the ranks against the society, but inside those ranks, trust me, the volcano is erupting each and every day.
All right, let's catch up with you another time. We always appreciate you giving us your time here on SABC News. Xolani Dube, Political Analyst. Many thanks, sir.
Thanks a lot, Flo, as well as to the viewers.